Connie Johnson made it to the Negro National League when he was 18 years old in 1940 with the Indianapolis Crawfords. And then he went to the Kansas City Monarchs in 41, 42 and participated in pennant-winning seasons for the Monarchs. Went to the military 43 through 45, and then 46 through 50 back with the Monarchs, helped them to the 1946 championship. He was part of a great pitching staff with Kansas City: Satchel Paige, Hilton Smith, Connie Johnson. Got his chance in the major leagues with the Chicago White Sox in 1951. Or rather, he signed with the White Sox in 1952, and then got on the hill for Chicago in 1953. Traded to Baltimore in 56, had his best season, 14-11, 3.20 earned run average. Followed that up with another good year in 1957. Connie Johnson in his early days was a fastball pitcher, and then he had all the pitches: fastball, curveball, slider, and changeup. But primarily was a fastball pitcher. Had some arm troubles in his years with the Monarchs, and then he focused on coming up with a way above average curveball. After his baseball days, he worked at the Ford Motor Company in Kansas City, and he is buried in the Kansas City area, actually in Leavenworth, Kansas, at the Fort Leavenworth Military Museum in honor of his service in World War II. Today, Connie Johnson takes on the Brooklyn Dodgers in the finals of the 1957 tournament.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian with Apba Baseball Classics, and we're using Fall Classic Baseball to do the 1957 double elimination tournament, and we're now down to the finals. Only 2 teams remaining are the Brooklyn Dodgers and the Baltimore Orioles. The Dodgers have 1 loss. They need to win 2 games to win this tournament. Baltimore could win today with a victory today behind Connie Johnson. Let's do the bullpen roll for Connie Johnson. He rolls a 19. He does not have his best stuff. Pitching for the Dodgers is Johnny Padres. And let's do his bullpen roll. He has his best stuff. He rolled an A. First column. We've had the starting lineups. We're ready to play ball at Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. Connie Johnson goes into his windup. Here's the first pitch to Charlie Neal, 65, off the home run card of Johnson. That's a drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here, and Brooklyn starts off with a game-opening leadoff home run by Charlie Neal. He hit 12 in 57, and he has the Dodgers on top, 1-0. Here's Junior Gilliam. 52 is a defense card check. 14's high, too high for the strikeout numbers. 1 through 3 are the strikeout numbers on Connie Johnson's column 3. So 52, we're checking the errors of the Baltimore second baseman. He is Billy Gardner, and 1 through 3 will be an error on the 20-sided dice. And Billy Gardner makes the play, throwing out Jim Gilliam. Here's Duke Snyder, the Duke of Flatbush. One 6 is a swing and a miss, strike 3, 2 outs. Now the Dodger first baseman, Gil Hodges. All right, 36 is an out, a fly ball to center field, and that is taken by Jim Busby. But the Dodgers say, how do you do with a leadoff home run from Charlie Neal? Brooklyn won and Baltimore coming to bat. Left-hander Johnny Padres takes the mound for the Brooklyn Dodgers. He is the winner of Game 7 of the World Championship Series, World Series for Brooklyn Dodgers. Billy Gardner steps into the box for Baltimore. 1-1 is going to be a strikeout. Gardner takes a U-turn back to the dugout, a strikeout victim. Here is Billy Goodman, the left fielder. 300 hitter in 1957. 1-2 is a base on balls. 1 through 3 will give him a walk. And Billy Gardner takes first base runner for the Orioles. Not a threat to steal. Here is Bob Boyd, the first baseman, another 300 hitter, 318 and 57. 32 is a 13. We're using the Take It Easy chart for the outs and base advance. So 13 is a ground ball to shortstop. It's going to be a double play if the second baseman has a strong arm. He does not. So a fielder's choice. 6-4. Boyd's the runner at first. 2 outs. George Kell, the Hall of Famer who helped mentor Brooks Robinson. In 57, here is pitch to Kell. 14 is a ground ball to third base, and that'll end the inning for the Orioles. We go to the top of the second inning. Brooklyn 1 and Baltimore nothing. All right, Connie Johnson returns to the mound for the Orioles. Carl Furillo steps into the box, right-handed batter, right against right. 2-3 is a ground ball to second base, taken by Billy Gardner. Furillo is the first out. Elmer Vallo. Elmer Vallo skies one to left field. Under it is Bob Neiman. He makes the catch. 2 outs. Roy Campanella. There's a drive by Campanella. It's going to hit the wall, and Campanella will go to second with a double. The National League MVP 3 times. 51, 3, and 5. He's at second base with 2 outs and Pee Wee Reese. Reese is the 8th place hitter, but he's right-handed. Johnny Padres is left-handed. Reese has hit 224. Padres is about 205. So he's going to go ahead and pitch to Pee Wee. Here's a stretch and a pitch to Pee Wee Reese. 22 is going to be a base on balls. Worked carefully to him. He didn't want to put him on base. Here is Johnny Padres. "1-5 is going to be a fly ball to center field. Drifting under it is Jim Busby, and he makes the catch. That's the end of the top of the second. The Dodgers don't score. We're at the bottom of the second, 1-0 Brooklyn. All right, one of the best catchers in the American League, Gus Triandos, leads off for Baltimore in the bottom of the second inning. 53 is a range check on the center fielder. That's Duke Snyder. His range is 1 through 10. He does not get to the play, and it's going to be a double, leadoff double for Gus Triandos. Here's Bob Neiman. Bob Neiman comes to bat with runner on second. He had a dramatic debut to his major league career. Came up with the St. Louis Browns. His first game was on September 14th, 1951 in Fenway Park. He hit 2 home runs off Mickey McDermott. Here's the pitch to Bob Neiman. 5-5 is a base hit for Neiman. It's a hard shot up the middle. Snyder picks it up. Triondos is rounding third. He's going to try to score. A roll of 1-2 will get him out. 3-6, he'll be safe. Here's a throw from Snyder. He is out at the plate. Bob Neiman goes to second on the throw, but Duke Snyder keeps Baltimore off the board. 1 down. Here is Jim Busby. 250 hitter. Willie Miranda is on deck. Here's the stretch and the pitch. 21 is a ground ball to third base. The third baseman, Pee Wee Reese, checks the runner at second, throws the first. Busby is retired. Neiman stays at second base. Willie Miranda, 194 hitter. Connie Johnson's 136 on deck. Miranda's the switch here. We're going to go ahead and pitch. Now we're going to pitch to Miranda. He's below the Mendoza line. Here's the pitch to Miranda, 56. Padres is working on column 1, and that's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 3 outs, and the Orioles are kept off the board with a clutch throw by Duke Snyder. We go to the top of the third. 1-0 Brooklyn. All right, Charlie Neal leads off for Brooklyn. He ate his Wheaties this morning and muscled up for a game-leading leadoff home run. Here's a pitch to Charlie Neal from Connie Johnson. 1-3 is a ground ball to third base. Taken by George Kell. A throw to first. 1 away. Here's Junior Gilliam. "3-2 is an out on the third column, Connie Johnson. That's a ground ball to first base. Flip to Johnson covering. That's 2 outs. Duke Snyder, a strikeout victim in the first inning. 3-3, he's not struck out this time. That's a base on balls. Snyder takes first with 2 outs. The splits, that's one above the single split. Here's Gil Hodges. He's got power, 27 home runs in 1957, and a 299 hitter. Here's the stretch and the pitch to Gil Hodges, 45. Is a ground ball to the shortstop. Willie Miranda is up with it, throws to first. 3 outs, we go to the bottom of the third. Then Bombs have a 1-run advantage. All right, for the Orioles in the third, it'll be the pitcher and back to the top of the order. Here's the pitch to Connie Johnson, 23. Is a swing and a miss. Third strikeout for Johnny Padres. Here's Billy Gardner. He was a strikeout victim in the first. 6-2 is off column 1. That's a swing and a miss, strike 3. Padres has set down the last 3 Orioles on strikes. Here is Billy Goodman. 6-1 is a ground ball, weak ground ball, back to Padres. Throws the first. 3 up and 3 down. We go to the top of the fourth. Brooklyn 1 and Baltimore 0. Connie Johnson is from Stone Mountain, Georgia, and he was a softball player when he was young and played a few games of sandlot baseball, and it was noticed that he could pitch. So there was a semi-pro team called the Toledo Crawfords in the Atlanta area. They played against the Kansas City Monarchs and signed Connie Johnson to pitch against the Monarchs. He did so well that he was noticed by the track star Jesse Owens, who was part owner of the Indianapolis Crawfords, and that's who signed him originally to a Major League contract, the Indianapolis Crawfords in 1940. Coffee Roll steps in to the box. 46 is a ballpark card. 4, he's a right-hander. That's a foul ball. Strike 1 to Ferrello. 36 off column 3 is ground ball to third base. 1 down. Elmer Vallow. His name is Clifford Johnson, and when he went to the Monarchs, he was young and new, and he had trouble learning everybody's names, so he would call them Connie if he couldn't remember the name, and so that came back to him, and they nicknamed him Connie Johnson. 21 is a ground ball to first base. Vallow is retired by Bob Boyd at first, unassisted. Here's Roy Campanella. Campanella doubled earlier in his first at bat. 56 is a swing and miss, strike 3. So far, Connie Johnson, other than a leadoff holder home run, is holding the Dodgers at bay. We go to the bottom of the 4th, Brooklyn 1, and Baltimore nothing. Bob Boyd leads off for the Orioles. 3-5 is a out on column 1 of the Padres card, and that is a ground ball to third base. 1 away. That brings to bat Hall of Famer George Kell, a solid line drive hitter, 297 and 57. That's going to be a base hit for Kell, a single to center field. Slow runner at first, 1 down. Gus Triandos, who's got power, comes to the plate, doubled his first time up. Johnny Padres will be careful here, left against right. Here's the pitch to Padres. That jumped the wall. Unless it falls off the table, I'll go ahead and count it. 51 is a defense check. Ground ball to the shortstop. That is Charlie Neal. He has a high air number at 9. So almost I have a chance that he's going to boot it, but he makes the play. And on these defense checks off the fast action cards, the rule is if there's a runner on first and the 20-sided die is odd, that's going to be a double play. So it's a 6-4-3 double play. Ending the inning, we go to the top of the 5th, 1-0 Brooklyn. Connie Johnson returns to the mound. He's got the bottom of the Dodger order, Pee Wee Reese, Johnny Padres, and then to the top, Charlie Neal. He does not, Connie Johnson was a fastball pitcher in the Negro Leagues, but after arm trouble with the Monarchs and also during World War II, he did serve in the European theater, but he pitched a lot in the Army in World War II, and his arm trouble led to a below-average fastball by the time he made it to the major leagues. He had to rely on pinpoint control, and he had pinpoint control. Connie Johnson said his curveball would not break a pane of glass, but I knew where I was going to be putting it. Here is Pee Wee Reese. 54 is a wild pitch unusual place charts. Go to the Wilder chart, base is empty. Foul pop up behind the plate, catcher fighting it, roll the D20. Let's see what the Triandos is a E1, and he's going to make the catch. So Pee Wee Reese pops out to the catcher. Here's Johnny Padres. 208 hitter for the Dodgers at 57. 3-3 is going to be a 1-2 single, but that's above single. It's a fly ball to left field. 2 outs. Charlie Neal. That's a hit. Base hit for Neal. A line drive falls in front of the center fielder, Jim Busby. Neal stole 11 bases and might be a threat to go with 2 outs. Jump number is 3. Connie Johnson is weak arm right-hander. So first we'll roll the Neal's jump number. He gets the jump. Now we must roll the jump number off the pitcher, and he gets no jump if it's a 1, and he can go. 15 is his SBS number. Triandos has a strong arm, so we take 2 off that. 1 to 13, he'll be safe. He is safe. Stolen base for Charlie Neal. Opportunity for Gilliam. There's a stretch and the pitch to Junior Gilliam. 25 is a fly ball to right field. Billy Goodman drifts under it and makes the catch. Go to the bottom of the 5th. Brooklyn 1, Orioles nothing. Bob Neiman leads off for the Orioles in the bottom of the 5th inning. They're down by 1. Neiman almost drove in a run for Baltimore. He had Triandos at second base, hit a single, but he was gunned down at the plate, Triandos, by Duke Snider. Here's the pitch to Neiman. 22 is going to be a base hit. Rolls one through the infield, the center fielder. Leadoff batter is on for Baltimore. Average speed, not a huge threat to steal. Here's Jim Busby. .31 on column 1 is a single, and that's a single to center field. He could try to take third against the assist writing of Duke Snider. He's not going to try. So first and second. Orioles have something cooking here with no outs. William Miranda. He is the 8th place hitter, so he's not going to give up that out by bunting. 45 is 11, ground out to third base. And it's a ground out to third with the runners advancing. So it actually works like a sacrifice. Runners on second and third. Connie Johnson is the batter. 136 hitter. Here's the pitch to Connie Johnson. 6-3 is out. And it's a ground ball to second base. That will score Neiman. And Busby goes to third, so an RBI ground out. 1-1. Did not play the infield in because it's kind of brutal. 135, it rolls through the infield for a base hit. Two outs. Padres will have to get Billy Gardner now, or another run will score. There's a stretch on the pitch. Billy Gardner with 2 outs. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field. Gardner is retired as Elmer Vallo makes the catch. We go to the top of the 6th. New ball game, 1-1 tie. Snyder leads off for Brooklyn. 6-4 is a ground ball to second base. Play made by Billy Gardner. Snyder is the first out of the 6th inning. Here's Gil Hodges. Hodges was one of the core players of the championship teams of the Brooklyn Dodgers in the late 40s and through the 50s. Played on 7 pennant winners, 2 world championship teams, and 8 all-star teams. He won 3 gold gloves and had a particularly devastating 59 World Series for the Dodgers, batting .391 and homering in the 8th inning of Game 4. Here's a pitch to Gil Hodges. 2-2 roll is going to be a solid single to left field. Hodges takes first with one away. Carl Furillo, 306 hitter, tough Brooklyn lineup. Here's a pitch from Connie Johnson, 53, is range check on the left fielder. That's Elmer. That's not Elmer. That's Bob Neiman. 1-11. He'll make the play. Otherwise, it's going to be a double. And he does not make the play. It gets by him and rolls to the wall. It's going to be a double for Gil Hodges. And a fast runner. Let's see. It's two base advance. So he goes to third, Hodges. And Furillo is at second. Elmer Valla. Only one down, and I do think that Baltimore is going to go and take that chance and play the infield in. So on a ground ball, 1-3-5, the ball rolls through the infield for a hit. If 2-4-6, it's going to be caught, and the runners can't advance. Excuse me. Here's a pitch from Connie Johnson. Baltimore's infield is in 6-6 roll. That's going to be a double for Elmer Valla, and drives in Snyder, or Hodges rather, and Furillo. 2 RBIs, big double for Valla, and it's Brooklyn 3, Baltimore 1. Here is Roy Campanella. Still only one out. 6-6 roll. There's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. 2-run home run by Campanella, and it is 5-1 Brooklyn. Timeout Baltimore. That brings manager Paul Richards out of the dugout, and we'll send Connie Johnson to the showers. George Zuverink comes in to pitch for Baltimore. His bullpen role is a 17. That's going to be column 3, his worst stuff. Zuverink completes his warm-up tosses, and Pee Wee Reese steps into the batter's box. 56 is a pop-up on the infield. Shortstop Willie Miranda is under it and makes the catch. 2 outs. And now the pitcher, Johnny Padres, who now has a 4-run lead. 43 is a ground ball to third base. 3 outs. But the Brooklyn Dodgers, on 3 extra base hits, mainly the 2-run home run by Roy Campanella, put 4 on the board. Brooklyn 5 and Baltimore 1. Billy Goodman comes to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning. Baltimore has got a lot of work to do now. Johnny Padres is on the mound. 6-2 is the roll. That is a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 1 out. Goodman's a hard man to strike out. Only 18 strikeouts and 263 at bats. Here's Bob Boyd. 26 is a ground ball to second base. George Kell. That's the home run card for Padres. That's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. Home run for George Kell. 5-2. Here's Gus Triandos, who is every bit as capable of doing the same. Padres will have to be careful here. 1-3 is a ground ball to third base. We go to the top of the 7th. 5-2 Brooklyn. Top of the Dodger order, facing George Zuverink. Charlie Neal is 2 for 3 on the day. He's homered Drove in a run, scored a run. Drove himself in. All right, 1-4 is a pop-up in the air on the infield to the second baseman. Billy Gardner is under it. Makes the catch. 1 away. Junior Gilliam. 5-6 is a ground ball to second base. Gardner makes the play, throws to Boyd at first. 2 down, Duke Snyder. 6-4 is off column 3. Fly ball to center field. Jim Busby makes the catch. 3 up and 3 down for the Dodgers in the 7th. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Brooklyn 5 and Baltimore 2. Johnny Padres returns to the mound for Brooklyn to pitch the bottom of the 7th. He's still 10 batters away from his point of fatigue. And Bob Neiman steps into the box for Baltimore. Neiman is 2 for 2 today. 1-3 is a fly ball to left field. Elmer Vallo drifts to his right and makes the catch. Neiman's retired for the first time. Jim Busby. .31 to Busby is going to be a single to right field, the opposite way. Busby's 2 for 3. 1 down, he's on first. Fast runner. Might be a threat to go. 1-3 is his jump number. Success rate's 13. Campanella is listed as an average arm, so he's not going to affect the stealing. Let's see if he gets the jump. Might just go for it. If he steals, probably just walk Miranda. Here's the pitch to Willie Miranda. 1-6 is going to be a ground ball to shortstop. It's going to be a 6-4-3 double play. We go to the top of the 8th. 5-2 Baltimore trails Brooklyn. George Zuverick has pitched to 5 Dodgers and retired all 5. He returns to the mound. He's ready to pitch to 11 batters, so he's 6 away from his fatigue point. Here's the pitch to Gil Hodges, leading off the top of the 8th for the Dodgers. 62 is a fly ball to center field. Caught by Jim Busby, 1 away. Here is Carl Furillo, Dodger right fielder, well known for a strong throwing arm and a good hitter. 1-4 is a ground ball back to Zuverick. Picks it up and throws to first. 2 down. And here is Elmer Vallo. 3-2 is a line drive to center field. Caught by Busby. 3 up and 3 down for the Dodgers, and Zuverick has been great in relief for Baltimore. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 5-1 Brooklyn. 5-2 Brooklyn. All right, Zuverick pitched great for the Orioles, but he'll have to give way to a pinch hitter in the bottom of the 8th inning. It'll be Jim Redwesser, the right-hander batting against Johnny Padres. Here's the pitch from Padres. 23 is a strikeout. Top of the order, and Billy Gardner, Orioles are down to their last 5 outs. 54 is the unusual play chart. Nobody on base. Fly ball to center. And that is Snyder's a 1-2 error. That's pretty good. He makes the catch. If he didn't, we would go look up the exotic air chart to see what happened. 2 down, Billy Goodman. That is a ground ball to shortstop. 3 outs, 3 up and 3 down for the Orioles. We go to the top of the 9th. Brooklyn 5, Baltimore 2. Roy Campanella leads off the ninth for Brooklyn. They're 3 runs up, and a victory here will get them the right to play again tomorrow, straight up for the championship. That is a 2-3 roll, and Campanella swings and misses, strike 3. Pee Wee Reese playing third base for the Dodgers. 32 is off the pitcher's card, -7 double if it's a 1. It's a 16. It's going to be a ground out to shortstop. 2 outs. And they're going to leave Padres in the game. He's going to hit for self and maybe throw a complete game today. It's a ground ball to third base. 3 outs. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Brooklyn 5, Baltimore 2. It'll be the meat of the order for the Baltimore Orioles in the last of the ninth. Bob Boyd, George Kell, and Gus Triandos, do or die baseball for Baltimore. Here is Johnny Padres pitching to Bob Boyd. 61 is a swing and a miss. Strike 3, 1 away. George Kell. Kell is 2 for 3, homered and singled. And that is going to be a base hit to left field. George Kell takes first, rounds the base, but will hold it first. 3 for 4. Gus Triandos. Time run is still on deck. Johnny Padres, left-hander, pitching to a right-hander, goes into the stretch. Here is the pitch, 36. Fly ball to right field. Carl Fiorillo calls for it and makes the catch near the center fielder, Duke Snyder. 2 outs, and it's going to be up to Bob Neiman to try to eliminate the Dodgers today. They'll have their chances again tomorrow, as they have no losses as of yet. Here's the pitch to Bob Neiman. 5-4 is a unusual play chart. Or 3. I got to check 3 first. And that is not a wild pitch. Take that back. That is a strikeout. On the KD chart, you're supposed to check the strikeout first. And let's leave Kell at first. Neiman strikes out, and that is the ball game. The final score, Brooklyn 5 and Baltimore 2 will be back with a wrap-up. In the first game of the finals, which could have been an elimination game had Brooklyn lost, Brooklyn comes to Baltimore's Memorial Stadium and they take care of business, scoring 5 runs on 8 hits, committing no errors. The Orioles scored 2 runs on 8 hits and they committed no errors. Johnny Padres is the winner. 9 innings pitched, gave up 2 runs, 8 hits, 6 strikeouts, and only 1 walk. Losing pitcher is Connie Johnson, 5 1/3, 5 runs, 7 hits, 2 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Star of the game is Roy Campanella. For the second day in a row, Roy Campanella is the star of the game for the Dodgers. He hit 2 for 4, hit his second home run in as many days, and drove in 2 runs, scored a run. Roy Campanella is the star of the game. All right, this is what the tournament bracket looks like. Now we're going to take tomorrow's game and go to Brooklyn. The Orioles will play in what will be the finals, the final of the finals. Brooklyn is 6-1, Baltimore is 4-1. It'll be an elimination game. Starting pitcher for the Dodgers is going to be the Barber, Sal the Barber Magley. And the starting pitcher for Baltimore will be Ray Moore. Ray Moore, 11-13, 1.36 whip, right-hander for the Orioles. Or, let's see, could be Billy Lowe's. Have to think about that. So it's either Lowe's or Moore. Not sure. Lowe's the left-hander, 1.15 whip. But we'll make that decision before tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed the ball game. If you did, hit the subscription button and the like button if you like what you see. Only 3 weeks away from real baseball, but we'll always roll up baseball on the tabletop. Thanks for joining us. Have a good day, and God bless.